12th floor. Going up.
I didn't see you in there, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought you guys was ready, that's all.
I'm always ready, but
There you go.
But then yeah, after I'll come back down, raid your fridge and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know you was rolling like this with the cameraman and everything, so you know. So this is gonna be real free flowing. We're gonna talk about you as an artist, talk about your music, and you know, just let the people get to know you. Cool?
Cool.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Majic 107.5, 97.5, the real sound of the ATL. This is the cutting edge, just dope music for dope people. In studio, you know we're all about local artists doing their thing, making great music in the ATL. And it is my pleasure to have in the studio Miss Renee Gardner. How are you?
I am great. I'm so happy to be here.
Good, good. Now, you know what? We actually met, it's been almost about a year ago. You were participating in a showcase
Yes.
at Pal's Lounge on Auburn
Yes.
Avenue. And I heard some of your stuff then, and I remember talking to you and just telling you how good it is. So obviously this is months down the line, you're continuing to grind. Tell all our listeners exactly who Renee Gardner is as an artist.
Well, I call myself a hip-hop soul artist.
Okay.
One is because just the generation that we're in, I can't deny the fact that hip-hop and the hip-hop community has an influence on my life, as well as my music. But the soul obviously comes in. I am a singer. I've always been a singer ever since I was a child. And I'm using my gift and my writing experience and just my experience as a Black woman in today's society to just help uplift and just provide music that a lot of us ask for. So I just wanted to be the change that everyone wants.
Okay, well, we're going to find out more about your music in a minute. Renee Gardner is here on the cutting edge. Majic 107.5, 97.5, the real sound of the ATL. Majic 107.5, 97.5, the real sound of the ATL. This is the cutting edge, dope music for dope people. Derek Harper hanging out with the lovely Renee Gardner in here.
Hey.
And we were talking about your music, and we were talking about your influences. Obviously, hip-hop has influenced you. Neo-soul influence also.
Definitely, absolutely.
And so you've created an amalgamation of the two. Now, talk about your latest project.
Well, my latest project, Peace of Mind, which has not officially been released yet. I released 3 songs last year. Of course, one of them that you heard, Come Together, as well as a song called All Day, which is currently on the Dim Light special, which is presented by the A&R Room, which is in teams with Rich Nice,
Right.
et cetera, et cetera. So, and then I have a 3rd song called In the End that's floating around somewhere. But the project really just is an introduction to the world, you know, just who I am. And I know I have a lot of positive music. I do have a lot about love. You know, I do have a lot about work.
Right.
You know, so I'm just excited to share.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm still working, you know, on it. I've been finding a lot of production. I've had some great people sending me some things. So, you know, I'm getting out of the era of being what the SoundCloud artists or finding, you know, tracks online, you know, and I'm actually teaming up with just producers and finding people that, you know, have some great production to contribute.
Although there's nothing wrong with SoundCloud, by the way.
There is nothing. It's just when you're trying to do other things, you know, and just put your music in a wider space, you know, it pays off to have the connection to the producers and to have someone that is able to understand where you're trying to go with it. You know, it's one thing that I do want to make sure as an artist outside of the music that I help other artists and other people that are actually trying to come up to understand even the business aspect, you know, and just to really help them realize, you know, you can just put 87 songs online and hope that you grab that following, but there is a smart way that you can go about this if you're really serious about making this a career.
All right. Hey, we got more with Renee Gardner coming up. Plus, we're going to hear one of those tracks that she mentioned coming up right here on The Cutting Edge. In the studio, I've got Renee the G, a.k.a. Renee Gardner. And Renee, you talked about the song All Day. Tell me more about that one.
When you're just working and, you're doing a lot of stuff, and I think a lot of times, especially us as women, we're so focused on running around, maybe tending to your family, tending to a career, trying to follow dreams. And, a lot of times when it comes to relationships and with love or just, you just have to let people know that, I've been thinking about you, even though I've been running around and doing all these things and flying back and forth, you're definitely on my mind.
Great. Well, why don't you go ahead and introduce the record right now?
This is Renee Gardner, and you are listening to All Day.
Right here on The Cutting Edge.
Can't wait to put your phone down. Can't wait till you lay me down. You walk in the room, boy, you couldn't have come sooner. I've been waiting all day.
Majic 107.5, 97.5, the real sound of the ATL. I've got Renee Gardner in the studio. Now, we heard your track All Day, and of course, you mentioned SoundCloud. I know you got a lot of stuff on SoundCloud.
You do? I do.
Okay.
I do. All Day, fortunately and unfortunately, is on iTunes.
Okay.
So that's where you can check it out. There is a music video that we have created.
All right.
So, it is definitely coming soon. I'm really excited about that. We went out to LA and shot it at this beautiful house with this amazing, amazing view.
Okay.
So, I'm really excited about that.
Great. So, for people that want to get a hold of you, either for collaborative efforts or just to go ahead and hear more of your music, what are your handles on all social media?
Well, I would be remiss to say that my nickname, I guess, so to speak, is Renee the G.
Yes.
So Renee is R-E-N-E-E, the, spelled correctly, and G. So that's everything on social media. That's my website, reneetheg.com, where you can hear all of my music. You can also go to Renee the G on Instagram, Twitter, just everything down the line, Facebook as well. So all those links have DMs, emails, it's the social media age. There's so many ways to get in touch with me. I do everything myself, it's me there, of course I have great people like Court Digga, who's, just helping me in this time, and, just other people that help me as a team. But as a social media person, and just a real life person, you can just hit that email button. You can go on my website and hit the contact form, and all that stuff goes to my email. So I'm very accessible.
Okay.
If you do want a collaborative effort, I would say it's just best that you maybe start off with your idea or an introduction of yourself, just so that way, I know what I'm getting into. It's easy for someone to say, hey, I love your music, let's do something. And it's like, okay.
Uh-huh.
And, from there, you have to decide, do you even have the time or the effort, can I actually make this happen? But if you just say, hey, I just need you on this hook, this is exactly how I want the sound, I maybe put a reference track in there, I already had completed the rest of the song, maybe I have a budget, that would maybe, definitely speed along the process if it's something that I feel like aligns with my, just with my vision and my sound, and it's appropriate.
Absolutely. So you heard her, what she said. All right. Well, any performances in the area in the near future?
I actually am in the process of planning a show. I want to actually do my own show here in Atlanta. I've had a lot of experience on the showcase scene, but one thing that I've learned is that the people who like my music like to come on time.
Okay.
They like the show to start on time.
Right.
They maybe like to have some drinks, some food, and enjoy themselves in that type of nature. So I want to make sure that I can curate something for some fans. So I actually have been just talking about doing something maybe towards the end of June, July. So please stay tuned, and hopefully maybe we can do something, you know, on the cutting edge.
Absolutely. The
maybe.
door is absolutely open.
Yeah, and that would definitely be great.
Okay.
too.
Well, Renee the G, I'd love to thank you for stopping by and spending the time with us. Check her out on all social media, Renee the G, and go to iTunes and make sure you go ahead and download All Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This is The Cutting Edge right here on Magic 107.5, 97.5.
Peace.
Quick and painless.
Yeah,
right?
that was great.
Okay, good.
I was serious about that show, though.